We're back from our vacation. Look
We
at the
are.
tan we got.
I know, right?
There was so much sun.
I mean, we both look slightly different. Hence, all of this. But first of all, happy Friday, everybody. Hello, Honest Psycho. Hello, Skinner. Congrats on being first and second and all the other stuff. And thank you for the resub.
Everything he said. Thank you for the resub. Have fun preparing for your vacation. It's the worst thing to do. What?
Once you're back from the lurk, you have to tell us where you're going. Also, this is getting warm, so now you get to see me first. Ow. Spoiler, with me there's nothing different except I got a little bit of color because I spent some time in the sun. Yes.
Honestly, I think it's better if I leave this thing on today.
Why?
I didn't do my hair.
I mean, yes, that is because of the surgery you had. Tifa's amazing weight loss surgery that she did. Oh god! All that's new about me is that I bought a shirt that I'm wearing currently. Also, you can't really tell because of the lights and stuff, but I do look slightly tanned.
We did get some color,
I
like, for real.
spent time outside in the sun. Tifa, you ready?
For what?
Take it off.
No.
No. Okay, well, then the stream is just gonna be like this. I guess. Ooh, going to Spain. Whereabouts in Spain are you going, if you don't mind sharing?
Ooh, nice.
We've been to Barcelona in 2017. Yeah.
Is that 17?
It was April 2017. It was a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks after the Switch launched in Europe.
I'm glad you remember.
I remember because I was about to buy a Switch in Spain if I would have been able to find one because they were sold out everywhere. And I first didn't buy one because I've been burned on the Wii U, but then I played Breath of the Wild, my dad's Switch that we got him, and I fell in love and I wanted one. That's true. Also, hello Mytho, happy Friday. How are you
Happy
all
Friday.
doing? Jack is confirmed to be present. Tifa to be discussed. Well,
No, this is me. Like I said, we got some tan in the sun. There was a lot of it. We even played on the beach. Like,
That's
can
true.
you imagine?
I did go to the beach. There is a picture of me at the beach on Discord.
But fine.
Can you tell all of the difference? Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
Go show people.
So different. Show people.
This is the only chance you'll get to talk about this. This is the only time. Every other time I will stop you.
It's boring. I am really disappointed. Jack keeps mentioning surgery and plastic surgery, and it sounds super dramatic, but that's not what happened. Well,
yes,
officially is
you
what
had
happened.
plastic surgery for beautification purposes.
It sounds really dramatic, but all I had done is have a
mole removed,
birthmark removed. I keep saying neck, but it's more shoulder.
I mean, it's there. It's where she has the band-aid over her.
And I did it last week, and today I already went back to change the bandages.
Tuesday.
And next week it will
Did it
probably
Tuesday?
stay off. Was that Tuesday?
Yeah, this is why we haven't streamed since Tuesday.
Oh, I
Got
already
your
feel
surgery on
like...
Tuesday, and then your neck was stiff, and Wednesday you were super tired because, spoilers, she tried to sleep on that side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
already
recall.
feels like we're back for like 2 weeks for some reason.
Because we haven't streamed for 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks.
Evie, happy
like
Friday
Evie.
as well. It's
Happy
Friday.
Evie. Hello Friday. Happy Evie. I've not done this for 1.5 weeks and I'm confused for some reason. Expect things to go wrong. How are you doing?
Oh, going to Costa Brava.
Ooh, nice, nice.
I have
About 30 minutes from Barcelona.
been in that area when I was a kid.
I have not. I've only been to Barcelona. And oh wait, I've also been to Lloret de Mar with school in 2008. I think that's also somewhere after Barcelona in terms of getting there from Germany.
For how long are you going? 1 week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Hope you enjoy it.
Maybe 4.
My chair agrees. Something has not changed. I didn't gain any weight. I've actually lost a little bit. How? This chair's a hater. I need to get a new one.
You know there are sharks in the ocean? Well, the only shark in the ocean was my mom's dog in this case.
I like how when it's stuff like this, it's your mom's dog.
because we don't have a dog.
That's true. You have me.
And this way everyone knows whose dog it is.
Yes.
And it's also not Rangers. Happy Friday.
Hope yours is great, currently living in Stressville. Oh no. Our babysitter had her car robbed last night. Oof. Oh damn. So she can't come watch the kids, so now I have to try to work and parent at the same time. Turns out it's impossible to do either well when you have the other to worry about. Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
I get that. All while Kelly is at a wedding all day.
What about like the neighbors?
I hope...
Do you have a good relationship with them?
I hope Kelly is having an amazing time, as much as you can with work. Take a deep breath. Take a break. Take it easy when you can. You deserve for breaks. You deserve for rest. And in that situation, I don't think there is a way to possibly do both perfectly.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't expect that of yourself either. I mean...
One thing at a time, Ranger. You can do it. The day will be over at some point.
That is true. There will be easier days. There will be easier
Have
days.
lots of coffee, lots of snacks.
Maybe not just coffee. Unless it's decaf at some point. Don't just caffeinate yourself. Not close enough with our neighbors yet.
Oof.
Do what needs to be done.
Sabes, thank you for coming in. Happy Friday. Appreciate you dropping by.
To watch it, just going to tell you it's good to see you streaming. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yes, I did try to sleep on that side, but not on purpose. Like, I always sleep on this side. And at some point I just keep turning, and it wasn't a good plan.
Not really. So Tifa has this thing. I'm sleeping on the right side of the bed, Tifa on the left. And for some reason, when we turn to face each other in bed, Tifa gets mad. Because of my face. No. That laugh seems a little bit too honest. I'll appreciate it later. Tifa has a thing where when people breathe in her general direction, she gets irate.
No,
I think is the right term.
Not when people breathe in my direction, when they breathe on me. And you breathe on me.
We're sleeping in the same bed next to each other. What can I do?
It's annoying.
Well,
it's really annoying.
You heard it out of a horse's mouth now yourselves. So usually when she's actually about to fall asleep, she turns to the left. But since we're both kind of adorable, I mean me more than her, she in her sleep turns over to the right towards me. And when she slept on that, and then the next morning she was in pain because I guess she slept through technically, but your body didn't really rest.
No, I was beat.
Yeah.
But still, I'm so disappointed at it. Like, I've had some birthmarks removed, and that was back in the Netherlands at a hospital where it's usually done, and they cut them away.
Where it's usually done. Every European has to go to the hospital in the Netherlands to have their birthmarks and moles removed. That one hospital in the Netherlands.
That's not how I mean it.
Nobody else can do it.
That's not how I mean it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, they cut it away, so I have some quite nice scars from that.
Reminder.
I like scars.
Really like scars.
So I'm quite happy with what I got as a reminder from that. And here I was like, I'm gonna go there, and if they go like, oh, we'll keep the scarring as minimum as possible, I'll go like, no need. No need. Give me a cool one.
Can you make it like big, like I fought a bear or something?
Oh, that would be so awesome, like all stretched out.
Have you seen One Piece? Can you give me the scar that Luffy has under his eye?
Yeah. Yeah. I already have a scar under my eye. Like, you can still see it. With the tan, the scarring got a bit more visible.
That's true. Yeah. One here and one there.
Yeah. It looks kind of cool.
I don't think the camera picks it up.
Yeah, it's too light for the camera. Anyway. And she was like, oh, we're gonna burn it off. And I'm like, but then you don't see it anymore.
Tifa was actually about to ask the plastic surgeon, can you like fuck up on purpose and make it worse? Because I want a scar. But she didn't. Did you?
No, of course I didn't. I'm not that weird.
I mean, you could have.
And now it's like burned off, which didn't smell very nice, honestly. And it's like this super tiny spot that you're not even gonna see when it's done.
I believe you will have a similar smell in your nose if you have a tattoo removed.
Really?
Well, don't they use a laser to burn a layer of your skin? Not all the way through, of course, but just like the top layers get like blitzed, so that the paint, the colors gone.
Makes sense. Does that also smell like that?
I think so. I don't have any tattoos. I don't know. I also never had one removed, therefore. They could have scratched your eyes like they did when my kidney was. I laugh not because it's funny, because of the audacity. Like, imagine you have where's the kidneys? That's like on the sides, right?
No, it's like here. That's why they scratched their eyes.
It was the trainees' first day, and they're like, "Where's the kidney? Wait, kidney. Let me feel it." Yeah, it's still horrible. Still shouldn't have happened, but yeah. Anyway, Tifa has been my kidneys at my forehead.
Yes, very well.
I've met people where I actually believe that could be the case. I'm just saying, maybe the person who did it accidentally also thought the same thing. We will probably never know. But yes,
very true.
Tifa now has a band-aid on where it's healing. It doesn't hurt. We're here.
That's fine.
And I now have to stop saying that she had plastic surgery.
I still need to go back on Tuesday next week, and then the band-aid can probably stay off, and then we move on with my nut scar.
Do you want me to take like a pen and draw a scar on it for you? I would do that for you.
Maybe.
You could get a scar tattoo.
You can make a little sun out of it. I mean, it's a little circle.
You could get like a manatee tattoo around it. With that as the face. Why not?
You shouldn't tattoo over fresh scars.
Well, in a bit when it's healed.
I'll consider it. That could be cool.
Scratched eyes were because they taped my eyes shut. Yeah, but still. Shouldn't have scratched.
And that's also disappointing, speaking of taping your eyes shut. I wanted to watch. Like, I was fully prepared.
I had no idea where she was going.
To ask for a mirror or have my phone like flipped with the camera so that I could see, and then they were like, "Oh no, you better wear the goggles."
Yes, because you, Tifa, are dumb enough, like if I use like a laser thingy, to actually look straight into the laser and come out blind in one eye.
All in all, it was a disappointing experience. I'm just saying.
It took them 5 minutes. Tifa went in there, and then like I went to buy some stuff, and then after like 10 minutes she sent me a message, "Yeah, I've paid already, I'm out." I said, okay. I expected it to take longer, but it's a fast one.
So you're already halfway through the anime. Congratulations. You're going fast.
Nice.
I didn't get to watch myself bleed. Yes!
Yeah.
How many times do you actually get to see it? And especially on yourself?
No, Tifa. The thing is, most people would say, I don't want to see that. We've established multiple times that you are the kind of person that does want to see this, but most people, dare I say normal people, would just go, yeah, just do it, just be quick about it.
I remember when my mom got like her knee replacement. I wasn't even allowed to be there and watch, but they gave my mom the option to watch, and she didn't want to. She didn't want to.
So now you actually know some.
And I wasn't allowed to.
Yes, Tifa, because it's not hygienic if a little kid is sitting in the operation room with popcorn.
I'm not a little kid. That was.
Are you done yet?
When was the
Can I touch it? Can I poke it?
Was that when I was already in Berlin?
Yes. Yes, you were.
And then Munich. No, doesn't matter. Anyway.
You have been to Germany at that point.
Yeah.
This is Tifa's face when she's trying to remember where she's been, when, at some point in the past. It's confusing for her.
I'm trying to think when was where, yeah.
We're a hospital, we sell viewings of patient surgeries. There's a market. There are more people like her.
Seeing it on videos is not the same. You need to like...
Please stop talking.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yeah, we had a fun vacation.
Imagine thinking there's anyone normal on Twitch. There's plenty of awesome people on Twitch. And it's normal in this sense. Nobody is normal. Normal is something that doesn't exist, if you ask me. I wouldn't know. I'm sitting to the opposite of whatever normal is.
I'm normal to me. That says something.
That is true. That is true. From your perspective, I'm abnormal.
Yes.
See?
You really are.
Tifa never change. I don't think even if we all told her to change, she would. Not in those regards, at least.
No. Nothing.
Yeah, nah. Tifa put all of her weight into it. Yes.
Ooh,
Pokemon 151 comes out today. Can't wait to open packs. Oh, I think I've seen that. That's a re-release of some original Pokemon trading cards, right? Pokemon 151 card list.
Oh, did they redo the cards?
I think so. They are Pokemon cards based on the 151 original Pokemon. However, using the new game mechanics from the later trading card game.
So basically a remake with a new jacket.
A remake, basically. Yes. Yeah, okay. No, it's a new set. It's a new set. It's just focused on Pokemon that have been out for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It makes more sense.
Not a remake at all. Okay, yeah. Fair.
I kind of want them to, then again, I was thinking, I would kind of want them to re-release the old cards, like from the Fossil set and all of that, like the OG releases, but those cards wouldn't really work anymore. Like back then, Pokemon, like on the cards had like 50, 60, 80, like the most had like 120, 130 hit points. And nowadays, they go into the 300s. So I don't think that would really be balanced, because like if you have one of the newer cards, you just destroy your opponent.
That's probably changed a bit as well.
Tifa would want to live in the pre-20th century. The operation room, also known as a theater, was a theater that tens if not hundreds attended to watch.
Yeah, because it's fascinating.
Anyway, if they don't re-release that sparkly Charizard, I don't care. Isn't that thing like really expensive now? Wait. That's a Holo Charizard, right? Holo Charizard first edition. Pricecharting.com has the PSA 10 graded Charizard first edition number 4 Pokemon base set card at $37,000 almost.
I know someone who has a graded Charizard, which is worth 16,000.
It's cardboard. It's paper.
I don't know.
With ink on it.
Well,
and
even
foil.
if you put a value on it, you also need to find a buyer.
That's true.
It can be worth everything, but if you can't find someone who buys it, it is a very specific market.
I find it amazing that like something that on its material value is so insignificant can be so tremendously expensive. Did you see that the other day about I think it's Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings card? The one ring? That was like $2 million bucks.
Someone opened that.
Yeah.
Also, Skinner, enjoy your meal. And thanks for the lure.
Yes, and enjoy packing and going on a vacation and stuff.
It wasn't worth 10 million. It wasn't worth 2 million.
2 million. Yeah.
I thought it was like a $250,000.
2 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I recall reading a headline and seeing a tiny bit of a video where they filmed like the opening of it.
Yeah, the person was like shaking as hell. Understandable. If I suddenly realized I have like a lottery ticket or something worth 2 million bucks in my hand,
very true.
I will probably have a panic attack from like mental overload from all of this. They only made one copy. I mean, it is the one ring.
I think that's a nice detail.
I think it's just a way to make money.
I mean,
besides the whole players that want these cards buying the packs, now you make it like a lottery. And suddenly all the people that don't care about the game at all also buy these cards, because what if I get the card that's worth 2 million bucks?
Yeah, okay. But people who don't care about Pokemon also buy Pokemon cards.
Do they know that?
Yeah.
Has that become a thing?
opening Pokemon packages and streaming that? That's a whole thing.
I don't know. I don't watch that.
I know it's quite big on YouTube, and I know there's also lots of people doing it on Twitch.
What stops somebody from making really good fakes?
I have no clue.
And just pretending like, oh, look people, I've bought this booster pack on eBay for $10. Look, it's a brand new mint first edition Charizard. It's another and another. And I mean, I think I get the appeal. It's like watching somebody win the lottery, I guess. It's the thrill, but
I want to say it's the new, or not new, it's been a thing for a while. Like, you know, these mystery box opening streams. I remember watching some on YouTube
mystery box opening streams ever a thing? I know unboxings were a thing. I don't know if they still are.
YouTube videos, at least. Like, I remember watching a couple of this person who always bought mystery boxes on eBay and then would open them.
Okay. Investing in Pokemon cards is a thing. If you open a pack, that's huge value loss on average.
I mean, the chance of getting something good out of your pack is quite small too.
That is a beautiful segue, Tifa, because there's also a very small chance that we're gonna get anything good out of you giving us a recap of what happened the last time we played Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward.
That is actually not true. But I have to be honest, it would have been true, wasn't it for the fact, or weren't it for the fact that I clicked on our font
I did the same thing
a bit ago, because I absolutely had no clue where we left off. So I like clicked through it for, I have to say, only like 5 seconds, and then I had enough. And I can tell you that I remember we did a short stream because we still had to go packing and everything.
Yes, you were being a bitch about that.
Yes, because I hate the stress of packing at midnight, as we have done before, and then having to get up at 4 AM. And we still had stress because we forgot stuff.
I forgot stuff.
I mean, I'm gonna
Didn't
say
expect that honesty from me, huh?
No, I'm still gonna say we, because I let you do all the packing. Or more like, you didn't let me do all the packing, so I let you do the packing. And we forgot several things. But I don't like that stress. I just want to have a chillaxed evening, slowly pack, be ready, go to bed early, and then wake up.
Are you stalling on purpose or just for the hell of it?
No? Okay, yeah. So, we did a short stream because we still had to prepare for our vacation.
That's true.
And we went with Alice and... not Clover.
Clover. The other Clover.
No,
not Clover. Clover.
What's her name again? Allison?
Luna? Fi?
No, the pink-haired one. That is Clover.
Clover.
Clover! Yes, Clover. We went with Alice and Clover into the pantry where I solved some amazing puzzles that were in there.
Did you say you solved them?
Yeah, I solved them.
I think the most difficult one I solved in the end, and you were like, no, why didn't you do it differently? I was like, no, click, 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 done.
No, I solved all the puzzles in the room, with the exception of the very last one for the golden file, which was honestly
with the food items, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you needed like 6 screens to see everything on one thing.
Where it was about nutritional values of these items.
Yeah, that was really annoying. That you did solve. You did really well on that, I gotta say.
Also, now that it's been like 2 weeks since we've done that, I can tell you, me acing that at the end, that was sheer luck. I had no idea. I was just winging it. But I look confident.
I mean, that is true. So we finished the pantry puzzle.
Yes.
And that was it.
No, that was not it. Yeah, that's why you should spend more than 5 seconds preparing.
We also left the pantry.
Exactly, we had left the room and suddenly people burst into the connecting room and I went, oh, Sigma, we found something! And then I saved and ended the stream.
Oh yeah, true.
You went in a bit. People were mad because cliffhanger. And I fully understand that. Fair. I would also hate that.
So there you have it.
You ready? You all ready? Ah, yes, I remember. Exactly. Boo! I take it. I take it.
There was some booing involved too.
Justified. Justified booing. Where's the button? It works!
Resume.
There we go.
Also in the base set, there's one card in the set that's worth more than an unlimited edition booster pack. Just Charizard. Only Charizard. Why is it always Charizard, by the way?
Because Charizard is pretty popular.
Yeah, but why not Blastoise? Blastoise is popular.
I think it has to do with the final evolutions being more rare. And Charizard being popular.
Okay, fair.
I guess. Look, we found something. Also, spoilers. Spoilers.
I don't remember.
A request, if you will, for everybody. Tifa, including you. If you're ever stuck in a situation where you're with a group of people and you have gone to look around for things, or you have just stumbled on information, probably the worst thing you can say is, we found something. We found a bomb. We found a clue. We found a way out of here.
It's not so bad if you just follow it up.
It's entirely useless.
It's not too bad if you just follow it up.
I mean, if she had said something else, it wouldn't have been a cliffhanger. Anyway, let's go.
That reminds me. Where is your prediction book?
That is a wonderful question. Here it is. Ta-da!
Did we write down what we...
No.
Because I also don't remember if we had any predictions.
I have a really hard time reading my handwriting.
You need to get back into it, it's fine.
Should have tagged all of these up.
Are we ready?
I am.
Because they found...
Come on, all of you.
Nothing yet.
No. Did something happen?
Also, it has to be the bomb now, and then we're gonna be all cool and like, this is the code to...
Nah, I don't think that happens now.
Defuse it.
Just, you'll understand when you get there, alright? Now come on.
Oh, yeah, stop clicking, use the buttons.
Hey,
it's taken 15 seconds into the game. 4 pieces of text.
It's been a week and a half. Heavily. I need to get back into it.
Spacebar. Where are we going?
The crew quarters.
Bomb.
Someone dead again?
It's the bomb. Tifa is recovering!
Yes, exactly!
The recovery is happening here, not there.
It's affecting my brain.
You don't need to pull a face first to believe that.
I was trying to move my eyebrows, but it didn't work.
You looked like you were about to offer me candy to get into the back of your white van. Oh shit.
Oh fuck, both of them are dead.
Oh damn.
No.
But... Oh.
Okay, I did not see that coming. What's the medicine gun doing there on the ground?
Well, maybe Alice had the episode and Luna tried to...
Oh, Luna tried to heal her with Excelivir.
We don't have Excelivir anymore. That was used up. But there could still be some...
In this flow? No.
Yeah, we used it on...
No, it never happened.
We used it on the Tiny Buddy.
Quark, and not in this flow.
That was
He is not healed here. Wasn't Alice dead before? Not in this flow.
Alice was dead before, but in the different flow. Where are we?
We're here. So.
Did we not cure? Oh, we're at the beginning.
Yeah. Got confused again. It's
10
easy in
seconds
this game.
in and we're all confused.
No. What happened was, Quark didn't have his breakdown. That's something that is very different about this flow. Quark didn't have his breakdown. He just looked all woozy and stuff.
True, there's been no time for that yet.
Yeah.
Forecasters break down around here.
No, earlier than that.
Oh, here then. But he didn't have that yet because we're on a straight path.
So I'm guessing here the Radical 6 has spread. Alice got it. In the previous room, which could have happened depending on which room they went into, Luna had found Excelivir. Because depending on where people are going, it can be in the second or third puzzle room. We found it in, it's been found in both. Tried to heal her and died. Or maybe we will find out if somebody presses a button.
What in the world?
They're both dead.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Also, 1 second. How is Alice dead here when Alice was with us?
She wasn't.
Didn't we literally come out of the pantry?
Yeah.
With Alice and Clover?
Yes, and then we had a conversation with everybody.
Oh, and then she walked off. See, this is why you should have stopped at the pantry.
It's not my fault that things can happen off-screen in a video game, Tifa.
Yes, it is.
While we were all having a debate in the connecting room, she wandered off for some reason, I guess.
And then Thingy also left and then came back to us?
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Okay, the bracelets come off once you're dead.
It was roaring in my ears. Breathing, heartbeat, but my footsteps sounded muffled as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Luna was the same. How did Luna die? Because there's no blood. So I don't think they used... Like, I don't think Alice went stab on Luna with a scalpel and then went stab on herself. They're dead. Both of them. By then everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing into my ears and throat like cold, brackish water. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there frozen, staring at them. I'd seen a corpse before when we discovered the old woman, but this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me, but Alice and Luna I had known. They'd been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. There was no dead lady in this flow, was there?
Yes, there was. I think. The dead lady was there. We even said that this one would have something new, and then it started with the dead lady after.
Oh yeah, true.
And then we thought like, oh, this one might have everything. The dead lady, the bomb.
Yeah. It's slowly coming back to me. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket, and my chest suddenly felt hollow. Who found them? My throat felt dry as I spoke. And it was a full minute before someone answered.
Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they were both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me?
I doubt it.
Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you?
This is the look of someone who knows, but is like...
Me? A murderer? I don't believe that simply because of the relationship between Clover and Alice as it's been established so far.
I know, I don't believe it either, but seeing how she only has this one face here...
Yeah, she is giving the creepy murderer vibe.
It's the smile.
Yes, it helps. It helps.
Tails,
Hello Tails,
happy Friday.
How are you doing? Are you guys gonna play the Bluey video game when it comes out? I don't know.
What's the Bluey one?
They just announced a video game about Bluey. The show.
But who's Bluey?
A character in a show.
But which show?
Bluey.
Oh.
The show and the character share the name.
I have no clue what it is at
I
all.
will show the trailer to Tifa after the stream.
So maybe. Oh.
It looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here, so maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder.
Do you think this is one of those ex-murderer moments?
Is it?
In 999, Clover killed people.
I mean, yes, but I don't think so. Yeah.
With an axe, if I recall correctly.
I don't think that's the case here.
It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too so she wouldn't rat you out.
Is Dio talking about what he would be doing, or...? Stop it, Dio.
He's the most likely suspect.
Always is.
That white orb looks like a skull. It kinda does. It reminds me of Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, a little bit. Like the bigger, darker spots at the top are the eyes, when the middle one is the nose, and then the rest is the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Looks slightly creepy.
I don't want to see it.
And the AB game is a motive too.
What do you mean?
Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Okay. Who was Luna's opponent?
Me and Dio.
Ah,
Dio.
yes.
And Dio had a motive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Pay attention next time.
Wait, on all the endings we've gotten so far, he's tried to kill us how many times? 2 or 3 times?
Well,
If there's one character who I believe would be willing to kill other people, it's Dio.
Yeah.
100%.
You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
You, actually.
As a matter of fact.
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
I am as well.
Condition. Oh, the stabbing.
What do you mean by her condition?
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
There is no disturbance of her clothes because she isn't really wearing much, is she?
I mean, yes, there is
and
very
that's
little.
fine. But if you wear a huge golden 8 around your neck and chest and you get stabbed in the chest, none of your apparel needed to be modified to accommodate such an occurrence.
That would change the rating.
Yeah, I guess. Hello, mommy. Thank you for resub.
Mommy, thank you for the
How are you
resub. Appreciate it.
It's Murder Your Friend Simulator 2. Isn't that an actual game?
Wouldn't be shocked.
Murder Your Friend Simulator? I think I've heard that before. I don't know if it was like an April Fool's kind of thing or an actual game.
Also, in this situation, I think they're more referring to... It doesn't look like she's been into this rough fight for her life.
It's amazing that they can all tell that by just looking at her like this, because I don't.
I fully agree, but I think that's what they're aiming for.
How you doing, mommy? Yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
She probably put to sleep then.
She had fallen asleep after exhausting herself from all the panty and underwear puns she made in the pantry.
They were pretty
because
good.
Of Clover. That's true.
They were good.
They had layers. Wow. Thanks for nothing.
What?
Layers. What? How?
Oh, come on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out?
Oh. Yeah, That white gas.
So you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas, then killed them both?
I got it, Jack. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you. I know I can trust some people. Not Tifa. All is forgiven about me when X statement, right? Yes. Yes.
Just this once, then.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Even Dio forgives you. I don't know if you want that forgiveness,
Yeah.
but you know.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness is a new product that Tifa will launch soon. It's a mint that you use, you imbibe like a mint, but it makes you forget. Therefore, forgive, because if you don't recall that something happened, how could you still have a feeling about it, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room.
Then who's still not there?
Dio. It was Dio.
I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Oh, Quark!
Is he still...
Are we gonna go with Quark is a psychopathic killer?
Well, the question is, wasn't everyone in this room now?
I don't know.
Are you talking about Quark?
He disappears and then suddenly there's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
Oh yeah, Quark was missing.
Nah, that's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
Alright, then why'd he disappear?
There must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Dio, knock it off. It's going too far.
Whoa, calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking.
Usually in these situations, I believe it's best to, I don't know, base your statements on facts that you have. It's like, oh, he's gone missing. Maybe he spontaneously combusted.
I mean, yes, Quark is kind of sus, but...
Always has been, but still.
I still think this is some variation of what has already happened with Alice. Or do you really think Quark will still be unveiled as the big, evil...
I wouldn't be shocked if in one of her flows Quark kills everybody. Yeah. I would take that.
Then we gotta find Quark.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Yeah, somebody had also opened the doors. That was Dio, wasn't it?
I wonder who...
Isn't it always Dio?
It's always Dio.
Redundant question.
Enter your votes. No votes, you get ally.
Alright, time to head for the AB rooms, guys.
Come on, we've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, so you're gonna abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote during this round. If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you.
What you doing, putting stuff in her mind?
Isn't this also the round where they already know that they have to vote?
Yes, he just said that. No?
If Sigma abstains and Alice is dead.
Well, we already had the first one.
Oh, but then Clover can still go vote. Okay, yeah, no, the whole one in the group has to vote thing still works. Okay.
Hey, come on, cheer up.
Cheer up, your friends are dead!
He says that while standing next to said dead friend.
I'll find out after the first AB game, because someone always finds that note. Yeah.
Yep.
And since the first game already happened, they do know by now. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right. Right now your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose betray...
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Oh, hold on there. I didn't say anything about not voting.
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right?
Why do you say it like that?
How exciting.
what's Dio trying to get to here?
Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover. That means this next round is a one-on-one fight.
Just pick Ally and both of us are out at the next round.
If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here.
I hope that when we eventually get the Dio ending, there's gonna be something that makes me think, you know, he's acting like a total dick all of the time, basically, but now I understand it.
I just don't get why Dio would now try to put it into her mind to get the 9 points and get out, when that means he will be left behind.
Why is he always trying to stir the pot?
I mean, you have that too.
Does he just, every breath he takes, he chooses violence and chaos? Like, I don't get it.
Can't wait to see who wins. Oh, this is definitely getting interesting.
Right.
Can someone kick him in the nuts?
Flore warehouse, guys.
Dio is the unhinged fan of killing games. Like, before going to bed, he watches all of the Saw movies. And he is sad.
All 12 of them.
And he is sad that they end, because that means he gets to watch less murder. You know?
I get you, but even if you're an asshole, you would not have any reason to rattle everyone up like
exactly.
this. Yeah,
if not for an underlying plot. That's why I'm thinking, like, where are they gonna go with this? Because I imagine they will have some sort of reason for all of that. Like, what makes him this much of a douchebag? But then again, what could they possibly come up with that makes people go, yeah, you know what, I get it now. Whether you then agree or not is still up for debate, but at least, you know, understand where he's coming from. Because, I don't know, so far he seems like a human shitpost to me.
I cannot tell you.
Come on.
Dio's not smart enough for that, well. Maybe he's just pretending.
There's still gonna be something.
I would imagine. Hey, Clover, can you choose Ally?
Because we're not going to.
We'll be stuck at 6 points if we both choose Betray. But if we both cooperate, we'll get 2 points and then we'll have 8. That means it'll be pretty easy for us to get 9 in the next round. Clover?
Yeah?
I said I want you to choose Ally.
Okay. You'll choose Ally too, right?
Of course. She gave me a strange sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room.
Maybe hey, I'm sorry for your loss, but unfortunately we need to do this now.
Yeah. Hey, remember how your friend just died? Why don't you cheer up? Well, Jack.
I'll make sure you'll get to join your friend very soon.
Potentially, yes. I mean, we don't know what happens after we leave, or try to leave. I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Fi's voice at my elbow and turned. At my elbow.
Sigma, we need to talk.
Can we... I want to know what this feels like. Can you talk into my elbow, please? I don't know why you would do it.
It's more natural if you stand still, like I bend and then speak to your elbow.
Oh, you do the Skyrim sneaking animation where you just go... Okay.
And then talk.
Oh, hey, Fi. Something up?
How are you planning to vote?
I was just talking to Clover about that. I'm planning to both vote Ally.
Yeah, I thought so.
Huh?
Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round. Her vote will default to Ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round.
Oh.
Yes.
True, they can now just betray.
And leave. Yeah.
So she's now telling us to betray as well, otherwise
so that
he'll
the
be left.
3 of us can get out.
Yep.
Okay. You and Dio are going to choose betray?
Luna's only got 1 BP left. But she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like you can make her any deader anyway.
I was gonna say, why would you bring that up?
It seemed a bit weird, but yeah.
This has to become a plot device at some point when we realize the way to take off the bracelet without dying first. Because then it doesn't matter what you vote, because... Try to inject me with the drugs if I took off a bracelet.
Yeah.
You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us.
Wait. You mean you're planning to escape?
Of course. If you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
Why? If you just wait until everyone's got 9 BP.
She's not going to because of Dio?
I can't do that. You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to split?
If we break his legs?
Also, I'm gonna call for a short break here, because this eyelash is really starting to annoy me. And then we will be RB.
Time to take an eyelash function break. BRB.
BRB. We're back.
We are.
Sorry.
Is that a feature of yours? Because it hasn't always been like this. But lately, more and more, when we come back after a break, you sound like a broken, squeaky toy.
I think it's because I drink too much during the break.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Tifa said it herself, she has a drinking problem off stream.
So, back into the game.
Yes. Time to betray somebody.
You gotta make a choice here.
I will.
The number 9 door is only gonna open once.
How? Oh yeah, they said that to us.
If you pick Ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can.
Good thing she was totally not standing behind us and is probably totally not listening along to this conversation.
I think it's fair to assume that Clover went into the room and she doesn't hear anything because her mind is just racing.
Probably.
Between the death of her friend, the implications of that for their top secret mission, all of these things, I don't think she's listening right now.
Probably not, but I love it when we always have like these private, super secret conversations in like a pub or a bar or, you know, in the line of the grocery store.
It's one of my pet peeves about movies and shows. I think the last one we watched where that happened was Secret Invasion on Marvel, on Disney Plus, that Marvel show, where
it was not
they
good.
sit.
Sorry, Skinner.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. Where the two important characters are standing in a pub. I mean, granted, it's not super busy, but even then, people can hear you. No. Can we break Dio's knees? I would be okay with that. Be very okay with that.
I probably wouldn't, because I have a feeling I would feel it in my own knees. Like, watching something like that done to knees is like, I feel it.
It doesn't happen to your knees, it happens to Dio, Tifa.
Yeah, I know, but still.
She didn't get it. Press a button, please.
If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now.
I still don't get it.
It's fine, I'll explain it later. It's one of those days, huh?
I'm still recovering.
How long are you gonna use that?
For like at least a week.
I was imagining you were gonna say for at least another 6 months.
No, like at some point I can't anymore.
Okay.
Maybe 2 weeks. If I can stretch it out.
So, if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover.
Right.
Why are you telling me this? How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing?
Talk to Clover? I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now.
And also, it doesn't
matter.
matter.
Fair point.
They will be out regardless. So what happens to either us Or Clover. It technically doesn't even matter to her.
Yeah,
There's no grand scheme that can change the outcome of them getting 9 points.
That's true, I guess.
The truth is, I want you to come with me.
Why?
I just know that you're important, somehow.
Because we're 0. In Phi's position, I'd like a strong guy like Sigma to accompany me for survival. Ah, yes, what she said.
And that, you have a point there too, because you're going to be out there alone with Dio. At least then it's like 2 against 1.
True. Somebody needs to break Dio's kneecaps when he does fishy stuff. Yeah.
Even if he might not be strong. Hello, Dark Lord. How are you doing?
Hello and guten Morgen Sonnenschein to you as well. That's very sweet.
Guten
How are you doing?
Morgen Sonnenschein.
Mr. Sigma is strong. He's gotten his ass kicked time and time again. I can't get over the character artwork. He looks like he can pack a punch.
But even then, it's still 2 against 1 if he comes along. That's better than just Phi against Dio.
And we have reason to believe that Phi at least has strong leg muscles if jump from the beginning is anything to go by.
Sure.
Phi's position I'd also like a strong guy like Sigma to protect me from the menace that is Dio. I just want him to princess carry me.
I just also want to be alone with Dio.
Yeah.
And yes, the princess carry.
She's not Superman or Batman. That is true. What if she said that because she's all of those things combined? She's like
Superman.
Man.
Man.
You mean man. Man. What did I want to say now? Yeah.
Man, help us.
Yes. Superman or Batman, she's all of these things. She's like the really horrible version of Deadpool that was in that X-Men movie. X-Men Origins? The one with Wolverine, where they fight at the end, and then Deadpool shows up, but it's not actually the Deadpool people know. Way before they made the Deadpool movies. Weapon 11? Yes. That Deadpool. Yeah. She was a shaman, a Brahmin, and a Raman, apparently. You wanted to say Prissy? You just know, huh?
Amen?
I bow before you. Yes. Amen. Wait. If there is Amen, that implies that there is also B-man. But I'm only saying this because if there's an A-man and a B-man, there's also C-man.
I was scared you were gonna go in that direction.
I had to. It was too obvious. Did you tell Kay?
About the C-man?
Potentially. He's got 6 points right now too, you know.
Who's Kay against anyway? Is that Miyuji?
I have no idea. I can never remember these things.
Same.
Like, the only way I know who's paired up is if we're in the puzzle room with them, or if when we get to see the scorecards after an AB game. So.
Or if it was like yesterday. I can usually still remember that too.
I can try. C-man? Eat it. That's what a cannibalist would say. What do you mean C-man is spelled with S? Yes, it is.
You have a point.
Yes, it is.
No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left.
So if he chooses ally, he's going to get penalized.
Exactly.
1 minute remains until Ambidex Game.
It's almost time. Remember what I said. You have to choose betray.
Don't worry about that, Phi. It's gonna happen. She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door.
Why do I think Clover also picks betray?
I don't know.
She's gonna pick Betray.
The Ambidex game will now begin. Let's do this.
Door closed.
Is Clover really going to choose Ally?
She's not going to.
If she does, then all I have to do now is choose Betray and I'm out of here. No, I promised I'd choose Ally, so that's what I'm going to do. But Dio's almost certainly going to have 9 BP after this round. If he gets out, I'm going to be stuck here forever.
10 seconds remain until and 9, 8.
I can't skip.
7.
No.
Ah,
damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do?
3, 2, 1.
Not vote.
This is gonna be so hard.
Bedinses. Happy Friday. How are you doing? Just break Dio's fucking legs. Oh my god. Exactly.
Round 2.
Exactly. It can't be that hard.
Game has been
Tell
It
Dio.
never seems to be an option for some reason. I don't know why.
Listen, you should not be doing this to people unless you absolutely have to incapacitate somebody. What I'm gonna tell you is gonna fuck people up. Fi goes in there and tells Dio, you know what, just vote Betray, you can do it. And then when he's got his back turned to her and is about to press the button, hit him with both palms on the ears.
I mean, that can...
You can destroy somebody's eardrums with that. So besides the fact that somebody's getting punched in both sides of the face at the same time, there is a very, very high likelihood they're gonna be very distracted and not vote. That's why that's an illegal move in boxing, MMA, everything. Don't
if you do it
that
wrong, though,
unless you
nothing really happens nothing really happens and the person just got a little smack. If you don't know how to hit it properly, I would say just...
On the ears. It's not that difficult.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you can still go like this and don't fuck up what you want to fuck up. I would
what the fuck, Jack?
I would take the safe way here and just kick him between the legs.
Fair point. Easier. I learned, teaching us dirty fighting moves, you can thank the YouTube algorithm. Because for some time now, I don't know why, when I open the YouTube app on my phone, it first goes to shorts. I don't know why. I find that annoying. I usually don't watch those.
They just try to push the shorts on you.
Net me. Isn't it easier if I pull them up? Sorry. Anyway, so I opened the thing and it's just showing me what's currently popular. And there was something about some MMA fighter. I forgot his name. So I was like, might as well see if there's anything interesting. And then there was a video about illegal fighting moves and explaining why they are illegal in basically every martial art. And the one with the eardrums was like the number one thing, the last thing they explained, because that's fucked up. Don't do that to people unless you have no other choice. Just saying. Tifa's method sounds more effective unless it's a woman you're fighting. Tifa, I can't say I'm a woman. Have you ever been kicked between the legs?
Yeah, a couple times.
Did it incapacitate you?
No, but it can still hurt.
Okay, so we're talking the difference between potentially immense pain, depending on how hard you kick. And I can tell you, if you kick a guy in the balls, you don't need to kick hard. I'm just saying, anybody that ever has anything near their testicles at a non-zero velocity has learned the horrible lesson that it doesn't take a lot of force to do tremendous pain to your nether region.
But then this is the better option.
It depends. I just really hate Dio. Destroys eardrums, please, you don't touch him. Kick. And hey, some people pay for that too.
That is true. Also, nice. Signed up for a dance course this weekend, so I have something to look forward to.
What dance are you gonna do? Or is it like variations? Tell us about it.
Like ballroom dancing, hip-hop.
You had to say ballroom dancing, didn't you?
First thing I thought of, funnily enough.
Balls.
But what I don't get is why when people are close to getting 9 points, why don't we tackle everyone the moment they come out? Wait for the thingies, the reports, and if it goes, hey, 9 points, this person gets locked up in the infirmary or something until we all have 9 points.
That's a very good question. I don't have an answer for it.
Like, we all always like go to whoop-de-doop-de-doop.
Tifa, wait. Keep in mind, for the people, or for the characters, in this instance, this is only the second time we've done this. For us, it's like the 30th round.
We're pros at this point.
We have a very different outlook on this, and we are very biased.
Yeah.
We also haven't seen all the bullshittery that Dio has pulled. For them, it's like the second or third time he's being weird.
True, you have a point.
I must here quote Betty White. Why do people say grow some balls? Balls are weak and sensitive. If you really want to get tough, grow a vagina. Those things really take a pound. Betty White was a gift. She
has a really good point there, actually.
Yeah. Gone too soon. Gone too soon. I love Betty White. She does have a very good point, yeah. Including the double entendre, yes. Lindy Hop. I need to look that up later. I don't know what that is.
I have no clue what kind of style that is, actually.
Yeah. There are days if you just glance against any given thing you're holding and I'm gonna take a minute. Yes. Yes. Or if you wear pants that are anything but very loose and you make a wrong move and then you go I just need to sit down for a few minutes.
It yes. Seems really annoying.
Yes. I think it's similar. I don't know how painful it can be if you like put on your bra wrong or something like that.
I can't imagine it's anything near.
Okay. I was trying to find an analogy that Tifa can understand or relate to in terms of like bodily pain, but
it's also very hard because
your pain tolerance is out of whack
anyway.
My
pain tolerance is relatively high, especially compared to yours being extremely low.
I don't have one.
Like if I go,
the pain.
It's basically that.
Once something snapped at my test and I thought, that was it. I thought it would hurt more given how much I've heard about it. And for another hour, I had after pain. I realized when people said it. Yes, exactly. That is such a weird sensation. If you've never felt it, or yes. Press A for the love of God.
I think Psycho is starting to feel it.
I get you. But again, it's Tifa uncontrolled, so...
I'm under the impression breasts are naturally full of fat and can absorb more. It can still hurt.
I mean, so is my belly, and sometimes there's things that hurt. So.
But probably not to the level you guys are talking about.
Yeah. Tifa, on behalf of at least Honest Psycho and everybody who is not verbal about this, could you please press a button?
Before I press a button, though, do you think there's like a simulator where you can experience
like they now have simulation devices for period cramps and stuff?
Yeah. I would totally try that.
I don't know. Let's look that up later. I don't know. I hope not, because nobody should feel that pain.
Okay, and with that, I shall press A.
Thank you.
Results will be displayed. Thank you. Ambidex.
Is it just me, or after a while the announcer voice becomes very, like, how should I say, redundant? At least with Zero the Third, the delivery is better. It's more entertaining to me.
I mean, yeah, but it's also different things every time, basically. Here we know what's going to happen, we know what they say, and it's slow and in one tone.
I guess. Tifa starts finding a machine to kick Jack in the ball.
I don't.
Please don't give her ideas.
I don't even need a machine for that, but...
Earth simulator? Did she say Earth?
Oh, did I say Earth?
I don't know. Possibly. The dog.
But you know what I mean.
That thing she tried to talk about. The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me, our AB rooms were disgorging their occupants.
Wait, disgorging?
Throwing up.
Yeah, I know, but would you really say disgorging in this case?
All the main characters so far in this franchise as well have streaks of poetry. It's amazing.
Door goes.
Caution, may damage your favorite ex. I like it. I like it. 10 out of 10.
Dio!
Vice voiced echoed hollow. Vice?
Voice.
Voiced? Oh, that's a typo. Vice voice echoed hollowly across the room.
But this is what I mean. Dio already knows he has 9 points. Why wait for the results? He probably made a straight run for that door.
It makes sense.
This is why you should also like be prepared to go after everyone.
And then all the others go like, I wonder what the scores are. Let's have a look. Meanwhile, Dio gone. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door.
I mean, it's not the first time. Remember when we had an argument with Dio, I think, and Clover was already like,
bye.
Oops.
Yeah. Did I do that?
That wasn't me. But now that it's open,
it makes sense. And to Dio.
And he gone.
Dio. No. I shook my head. I had to get to that door. Nobody trying to stop us?
We don't even know if we have 9 points.
You can always look at your bracelet to know immediately. Yes. Yes, they could, but they never do that.
We don't know if the bracelet updates until the screen.
No, it does instantly, moments after the voting, because Zero Third has said that multiple times.
Oh, okay.
Like the bunny NPC AI character says that.
I thought it was somehow triggered with the scoreboard.
Because
that would make more sense.
There is a line very early in every flow where they go, oh, when did they change? And Zero goes after the voting, actually.
But that could still be with the scoreboard.
No. After you cast the vote, I think.
Well. I'm quite sure we also got betrayed, so we can't go through that door.
Let's find out.
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Ah. Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna, and she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
All he had to do was pick betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
And now, he's trying to open the door and it doesn't work.
Why wouldn't it?
Because somebody cast a vote to betray on behalf of Luna.
I don't think you can get out of... or you can get into Luna's stinging.
I want to see that plot twist.
You just need the card and the bracelet. Huh?
I don't know. I do not know that.
How is it actually registered as your voice? Because you don't scan the bracelet, you scan the card.
Yeah.
How do they know who is in where? And yes, Luna is unfortunately dead.
Luna apparently has died
Alice.
somehow together with Alice. You have a point. If this thing also just scans for the bracelet, yeah, could be.
And if someone scanned for Luna, that means it must have been someone from a pair at least to also go split up and go into Luna's chamber.
Yeah.
Would you really give up your vote?
I mean, if you actually trusted your partner to do the thing you both agreed they would be doing, yes. Yes. I have to marry Clover or Fi. Not bad choices, but it still hurts. If I had to choose between Clover and Fi, I would pick Fi.
Same.
But
I wouldn't be in a happy relationship either way, though.
Clover doesn't agree, but... Or Kay.
If you have to choose between Clover and Fi.
Yeah, but I'm giving you another choice.
Fi seems like we could actually have conversations. But at the same time, she reminds me too much of myself sometimes. She can be very aggravating.
Fi is too smart for me. I'd be lost in the conversations.
I'd be okay with that if she was. Don't really like Clover's attitude most of the time. So. Clover could probably burn water. She should meet my dad then. He can do that too.
Fi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
See? All you need to do is look.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah. I didn't have a choice. You didn't?
I mean, you did, but...
Well, now people are getting murdered. I can kind of understand the... It's like, if you now... We don't know who murdered them yet. Yeah. Assuming it's murder. I still think it's the suicide variation again, but... Let's say there's a murderer on the loose. You don't know who it is. By not picking this and escaping, you will risk yourself.
The sooner you get out, the higher the chance that you actually make it out. If there's a murderer on the loose.
Like, you might die after this if you don't. I can see...
True, GTFO ASAP, yeah. I have a bigger question though. Where the hell is Quark?
We still don't know.
That's not good.
Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
Meh.
Luna already dead.
And if she isn't wearing the bracelet at least, so no harm, no foul, right? Either way.
The sky is blue, and so am I. Luna's dead. And now get the fuck out.
So
didn't even rhyme.
Doesn't need to. It's about the feeling behind it.
What?
I feel bad.
Again. Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now.
We're like slowly shuffling towards this door.
Yeah, like one arm behind the back, you know, reaching for that hand. Like, where is it?
Like next to the wall, like doop de doop. I just wanna be in this conversation.
Yes, please do carry on. Yes. Oh, you have an amazing point. Dio, please, could you elaborate on that? Yeah, I'm just. I need to fart and I don't want to do it in your faces, so I'm just slowly backing out, you know?
Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
That's what we said.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Phi? I believe I heard you cry out, "Wait," as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us?
Oh, they heard her talking to us. I mean,
no, after the doors opened,
yeah.
Dio made a run for the door, number 9 door,
yeah.
And she shouted, "Wait," after him.
Didn't she say that to us?
No.
Lindy Hop is a kind of swing dance, if you still were curious. This is my message about it. Oh, we did. I'm sorry about that, but thank you. A swing dance. Okay. And I'll check some videos later. Maybe we can learn it too.
It sounds like fun. We can't dance for shit.
We can't dance. But we can talk with a posh British accent. No, not really, but...
Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Yes.
Sorry, but no.
Oh.
The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted. Someone else?
But that would be...
Us.
There we go.
It was about us.
No, but she shouted, "Wait," to Dio.
Yeah, sounds like a stellar strategy in stopping Dio. Good thinking. Wait.
I mean, yes, it was about us, but it wasn't to us. She said, "Wait," to Dio. And everyone heard that when we came out.
I mean, Phi's super awesome communication skills were also... we found something. You need to see it. Just say that Alice and Luna are dead. But no, we found some.
Please direct your...
No Quark. Betray. Okay, I would have loved that.
Oh, I really thought Clover would also betray us. We actually get to see the way out. If we don't get killed now.
I don't think we will.
No, I mean, Sigma will. We're probably gonna, like, get a stop here, but still.
What's a Muzzy Dark Lord? Jack was speaking French, but actually no. It's all due to Muzzy. What is Muzzy?
I have no clue.
Did I just offend anybody by reading it like that? I'm sorry if I did.
Have been assigned. Please check your...
So, can we get out of here with the three of us? I don't think we will.
That... No. You betrayed me, Sigma.
Yeah.
Why?
What other choice did I have?
To keep your promise, you jerk!
Meh.
You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible!
Actually,
I hate you!
Actually, no, Clover. I'm playing the long con. I need to do these things to learn things in the future of this multiversal timeline so that the other version of me, in the other instance of all of this, can actually save you. But
I would usually not condone this at all. But in this situation, Sigma had no other choice. We already know that Dio and Phi are gonna get out. So the choice is more like...
Do I want to go with Dio and Phi or do I not?
Like, if you want to do the morally right thing, then yes. But then you stay in that room and you will all die in there together.
Yeah.
Like, there's no...
Potentially.
There's no right or wrong in this situation anymore.
Depending on what level of knowledge you have or what you believe is going to happen, there is also, I think, a fair chance that you believe, I'm just going to choose Allied because I will not stoop to this level. And then the people who are getting out, they certainly will send help. You know?
I mean, yes, but how long will it take? There's still murderers inside the building. Probably, unless you're getting out with them. I get, there's no right or wrong in this situation, I think. It's all fucked up.
Here we learned something. Thank you, Dark Lord. Muzzy was a short cartoon series that they sold on tape to kids in the 90s with a fakiso? I don't know that word. Story of a clock-eating alien, okay, who helps a young gardener marry the princess and also learn general simple terms in another language. They have tons of commercials about it.
I've never heard
of that, but that sounds like something...
That sounds very 90s.
We would come up with together spitballing. And then everybody goes like, oh, that's so wild. That doesn't make any sense. That sounds horrible. That, I need to look, I'm gonna write that down, I need to look it up later. Thank you. Wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Phi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So? All that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you point out the reason why I chose Betray. Thank you.
Oh,
apparently
no.
not.
It's not why we picked Betray.
Is what I would have said if I was Sigma. No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can trust Phi, but Dio is different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Phi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with him and make sure they...
Doesn't this come down to the same thing in the end? I didn't want to be left behind.
No, because now you can put the emphasis on, oh, I want to save Phi in case something happens to her.
I didn't want to be left behind so that I could save Phi.
No, I made this awful choice to betray your trust, Clover, but not for my own selfish reasons. It's because I'm simping for Phi. Sorry.
Well...
Is that it? Is that your excuse?
Yeah.
Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio!
Pants on fire.
You're a coward!
I mean...
I have to say though, Dio is a lot of things, but I wouldn't say coward. I mean, he has been pulling, he has been blackmailing us. He's been sticking to what I thought was bluffs. Like, remember when he blackmailed us and we actually didn't do what he did and he just smashed that battered bottle there? Like, honestly, if I was the one in his position, like, I wouldn't do that out of pure fear of being beaten the fuck up by everyone in that room.
But Tifa.
He has some guts. I'm not saying it's the good guts, but he has some guts.
But Tifa, wouldn't you say that living your life in the way that benefits everybody and not just you yourself, even if it means that your life is harder and sometimes you have to take risks, would be the more courageous and braver way of living? Therefore, in extension, ergo, making what he does cowardice?
Did you read this off of a tile?
No. I just had a deep moment. Really, it's not selfish to want to escape from a death game. Correct. Self-preservation is a thing, and I don't think you should blame anybody for it.
You know, if we all were just nice to one another at the beginning and just all went ally, this could have all been avoidable.
It is if you consent others to being trapped forever. See, that's the thing. I see both arguments. Because on one hand, if I choose for myself, I effectively kill up to 8 other people. If just I get out. I don't know that, but there's a chance. On the other hand, I really want to survive. You know? I think there is no right answer to this. Because I don't think anybody... I think most people can't say they've been in a situation like this. And I don't know what I would choose. It's very easy for me to sit here as the person playing this video game going, yeah, I mean, clearly this is the moral choice here. But if it was actually you...
You'd be surprised how many people say A and when they're in the situation go for B. I cringe listening to you, Jack.
Thank you. That was what I was trying to achieve.
I really do want to believe, though, that if I was in a situation like this, at least in the beginning, I would go for the morally correcting and try to go for ally with everyone.
Yeah, and then the person you're with betrays you.
Yeah, and then shit will start hitting the fan.
Yeah.
But if I was now, after all of that, in his shoes, in this moment, I probably also would have picked betray.
Like, at the beginning of the game when it's like, oh, let's just all choose ally and then we have to play the game 4 times, everybody has 9 points, we can get out. Easier, I guess. But after you've been betrayed once, maybe even twice, and it's like you are 1 point away from death.
No, but if you are now Sigma, in this moment, with 6 points...
I would have chosen betray. And it would have been an easy choice because choosing betray would have allowed me to get out together with the 2 people that are not me, and it wouldn't have killed Clover.
I mean, yes.
I think the question would be even more difficult to answer if Clover was at 3 or less BP. Because are you willing to kill are you willing to kill a friend
2 or
to
less.
do that? And then again, it's self-preservation. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying I understand the dilemma. Hot take, some humans are assholes and can't be trusted. Dio, yes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes. I would have considered letting a friend, family to leave instead of me, but for strangers. I can see it go either way, depending on like where you put what in your like list of mental priorities.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Clover, I heard a clang and turned. Let's leave.
Also, sure, he didn't open the door yet. During all of this time. Everyone could have grabbed us. Kay could have went for Dio. Fi probably would have been able... We probably could have convinced to stay. Because Fi is doing this because Dio is going to make a run for it anyway. It's like...
Yeah, but
boy.
Then because we're still going with bad choices first, I would have still chose, yeah, we leave with 5. KS8, right? I think so. I think it was bad, yeah.
If he grabbed Dio, tackled him, I don't know what, tied him to his leg, they probably would have been fine. I'm quite sure 5 would have stayed.
Throw his monk rope over him and just tie him up good.
You know that.
Yeah.
I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
See? Why are you gonna be a dick?
That's like, just rubbing.
Every time. I think Dio was at the door already and K too far away. He could still try to tackle him now.
Fair. No, now it's too late.
Yeah, true, the door is open already.
Or...
you press the button and we'll find out.
No. If I was now the one left behind, honestly, especially after this remark, Dio is staying the fuck here. Like, Phi, Sigma, go get help, get out, do whatever you want to do on the outside.
But
please just don't forget about this. But Dio is staying here.
I'd be okay with that.
Dio! Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Why so serious?
Because we live in a society.
This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? I'm right. But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed.
So, wait. He is trying to now shit-talk the people that chose betray?
Because he's an asshole.
What's the difference between everybody choosing betray and you choosing betray, Dio?
Because we betrayed our friends. Dio didn't have friends.
Who said we have friends?
We kinda...
Dio's honest about being a dick. True, he makes that very clear with about every statement. Which I find even more frustrating about people. Yeah, he's a human shitpost.
Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure.
He's a survival of the fittest kind of person.
You get me?
Yeah, I get you now.
I mean, it's a rough crowd in the circus.
I'm stronger than you, therefore I get to decide. Yeah, okay.
Now come on, hurry up and...
Oh, I thought someone tackled it. I'm like, oh, there it is, but no.
Kay punched him square across the face.
Sigma, please do it. Please.
Social Darwinism? Basically Dio, yes.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
And he's probably gone.
Tenmyuji leapt forward. Dio faked left then dashed right, slipping around Tenmyuji and through the door.
3, 2, 1.
What about firing us?
Have you seen the speed with how it opens?
What about Phi and Sigma?
We still have a moment.
The number 9 door is closing.
Still plenty of space.
Let's go, Sigma.
But...
Shut up. Just do it.
I looked at her slightly confused. What are you confused about? The door's closing. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice and she hauled me bodily through the open door.
Would have been funnier if the door opened super slowly but slammed shut.
Yes.
Like...
Hey, we're on the other side for the first time. This is the farthest we've gotten.
Yeah. Finally got to see the back.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary Game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
What if I could? Henry's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. That don't sound good.
I'm surprised it's moving on.
I think it's probably because we opened the lock in the story already somehow.
You know the funny thing? Seeing how most people start on this road. You basically get to see what's on the other side of the door quite soon in the game.
Except if you're like us.
Like, to me this feels like an end, you know what I mean?
I would check the flow, but the menu is grayed out right now.
You think this is Dio's ending?
I'd be okay with it.
We didn't learn a lot about Dio.
Alrighty then.
We learned his motivation. He's an asshole, and he's okay with that.
Alright.
That's his whole motivation. I'm better than you, therefore I get to decide. Yeah. Quite fortunate that you went with the other flows first. Yeah, I think so too, actually.
Like, it left a lot of mystery open.
Yeah.
This feels like a reward after playing for 600 hours.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
It probably stopped somewhere here.
Just as I had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. If it's so familiar-looking, why can't we see it as the players? Okay. This is the PEC room. PEC. Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah. I visited with Tenmuji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
What?
Oh, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
Doesn't this kind of suck if you haven't done that room when you get in here?
Why? When you know that you get to go to a room just like it, and...
What if you didn't explore? What if you haven't gone to that pressure room? And now for the first time you are in this room.
No, that's not possible, Tifa.
How is that not possible?
In every flow. Yes?
Yeah.
Something needs to happen, and it always does.
No, I'm talking about if you are in this situation. You haven't been to this pressure room.
Me is who?
You are you.
Jack. The person,
Jack.
Playing a video game.
You are Jack. You went through all of this. You weren't
playing
the one...
video game or being a character in the game?
You're a character in the game.
Say that then.
It doesn't really matter. It's about the fact that you haven't seen the pressure room in the puzzle thingy. You haven't been there. You don't know that's a thing. Now you escaped, looking for a way out, and you find yourself in this room. Would you know what to do?
If I've made it all the way here, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what you need to do.
I doubt it.
Why would there be hazmat suits, Tifa?
So you know how to use the machines, or that's even what you need to do?
We've solved all the other puzzles. What makes you think they wouldn't solve this one? Don't call Dio an asshole. I have an asshole. It's quite useful in fitting my body on stool. I don't want to be associated with him. Fair enough.
Call it Dio.
Maybe don't.
Oh, Dio's calling.
We have instructions for the pack. Plus, I would imagine there are instructions.
Probably.
How do you know all of that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
See?
Luna's in it with Zero. That's why she knew. I stick to the fact that Luna's the one planting the bombs, which means she's working with Zero, or is Zero. Actually, wait, she's dead now. Why would she be dead?
Clones.
Oh yeah, we still have the clone thing.
I mean, you don't have to agree to it.
Oh, it was an actual...
The Luna slander. I know, right? Luna is pure and innocent and perfect. We will have none of that. Game needs to function properly even when you think it isn't. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
And then there's giant sharks on this moon, and the moment we set a foot outside, we get eaten.
Shark Side of the Moon, go watch it if you get the
It's
chance.
such a good movie.
It is.
It really is. Shark Side of the Moon. Watch it.
Movie of the year, every year.
Yes. It was so good.
What? Shark Side of the Moon. Like Dark Side of the Moon, but Shark Side of the Moon. It's a real thing. Yeah. Google it. If you get the chance, go watch it.
It's basically, I don't want to say fan-made movie, but it's a budget movie made with a budget of like $10,000 about sharks that got sent by Russians. Super sharks that cannot be killed, that were sent to the moon by Russians because they couldn't be destroyed, and then...
Spoilers.
That's basically, it's the plot.
Yes, spoilers.
It's literally the plotting of the movie.
I don't care. 2.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
I swear, it's so good.
The people that cast those votes clearly don't know a good movie.
I died laughing. The special effects, the suits...
I'm sorry, Tifa, they're just effects.
Yeah, sorry. The effects.
They're not special.
The suits, the acting, it's brilliant. If you just want a good laugh, that movie is it. It's one of those, it's so bad, it's amazing movies.
It actually is, yeah.
And especially with the budget, they did it in like with $10,000.
I think so.
I wouldn't have done it any better.
Yes. Have you seen Who Killed Captain Alex? I don't think I have. No.
No, definitely not. I would have remembered the name like that.
And if it doesn't have sharks on the moon, honestly, I don't care either.
Let's do it.
Can you stop pressing aggressively on the keys?
I was wondering when you were going to mention it.
That's the 5th time I counted. We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. Does somebody have baby powder? Have you ever tried to get into one of those suits?
It's gonna erupt.
Not for that, but to get into the suit.
It's gonna erupt. A lot, probably.
With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. Hiss. Wait, I'll make the sound effect for you.
Hiss. I said hiss. Baldur's Gate 3 reference. If you get it, you get it.
There was nothing to do until it finished, but wait. Then out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
I never thought I'd succeed so easily.
Took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
You're thinking too small.
Too small?
I guess I can tell you who I really am.
You are not Zero.
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind.
If he is the savior of mankind, I'd rather we all die.
He's the kind of hero in like a Mad Max sense, right? Like where he thinks he's the hero, but...
Also, I'm gonna look up that movie, Who Killed Captain Alex.
Sounds good.
This is a dry suit, these ones are ungainly, but easy to climb into. I guess they're also a bit like bigger.
I hope so. So wait. I'm calling it. Dio thinks he is Zero for some reason.
Why would he think he's her?
Because you're yawning. Stop being tired, Tia.
I'm always tired.
It's true, can confirm that. Why am I writing down I think?
I think
am
that
I Dio?
Dio thinks.
I mean, you can't spell Dio without I. Dio believes himself to
but if he
be Zero.
If he thinks that.
Yes.
This doesn't make much sense.
Why not? It depends on why he thinks that.
Why would he go through this whole puzzle thing that he set up? If he...
Because very early on in this flow he has pieced together that all of this is a giant ploy to make one person get out of here to find a cure. And since clearly he you could say is the mastermind behind all of this, having outplayed, outmaneuvered all of the other people, clearly he has to be the hero. Because he's got what it takes.
I guess.
We will find out if you press a button.
What? Too surprised to speak?
Theo, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
We were all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
Classic. We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. And stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open.
I'm surprised we're getting this far, by the way.
Oh yeah, now we can check this. Flow.
Like there's still stuff happening.
We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that. The question is which desert?
I don't know. I can tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Oh, it's the eclipse. Hey! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Was that on New Year? Or was it 28th of December?
28th of December.
Oh.
But. It could be that this is the next eclipse.
You think a whole... Wait, no, this was a super rare moment.
Yes, it's not once in an infinite amount of time.
That would be... Yeah, but it's like once in X 100 years.
Is this our moon or Mars? I mean, from what we've learned in the other flows, there is one base in Nevada in the desert, and this would kind of make sense if this is the lunar eclipse turning the moon red. And there was supposedly going to be potentially one on Mars. Now I don't know if I ended up putting it on a moon of Mars, so you actually see Mars if you look up. It could be either, because this is not the end. Huh?
Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about it in the lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Oh no, see, it was that.
Oh yeah, true. Happy New Year! Yay! Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
A total lunar eclipse. The light no longer shines on it while Luna is dead. Too soon. Too soon. So today is December 31st. Wait, shit, if I got grabbed Christmas morning, then it means I've been here 6 days.
6 days, and we didn't eat anything, we didn't sleep, we didn't drink. We're dying.
Well, maybe we got, like, fed during our timeout in the cooling box.
Well,
looks like it.
Or I have... My other thing that I said is correct, and this is not the lunar eclipse of 2028, but the next one. I don't know how often these happen.
That would be too much of a coincidence.
Why?
There's no way you can time that. These things usually last like, what, minutes? Not days?
Tifa, again, we have antimatter engines. Yes, you can time that.
That doesn't mean you can time a game
Yes.
with people
Yes.
when they finish.
Yes.
Nah,
Wait, actually, yes you can. And would you agree that the chance of that happening is very small?
Yes.
Well, good thing there's infinite possibilities and infinite timelines, and during the game, Virtue's Last Reward, you just happen to see some of them. Ones that actually pertain to the story.
I'll take it. I mean, yes, you can time when this happens or when the eclipse happens, but you cannot time when these people will walk out at the exact minute that eclipse is happening.
Yes. Zero can.
No.
But all the rest you're okay with.
The rest I'm okay with.
This is where suspension of disbelief stops, people. This is too far for people.
Like, if we decided to have a conversation before, if we decided before...
There's only one way to find out, Tifa.
Before Dio opened the door, to talk for another 5 minutes, like we're doing now, we would have missed this.
I didn't want to say this, but I did actually look up one thing about this game, and there is an inbuilt timer. And the only reason we're getting to see this is because of us taking forever and Tifa never pressing a button. That's a lie. I do not know if that actually happens. It would be really cool, but...
Kind of would be. Oh look, there's nothing here either.
But Psycho, you have a point too. How are we gonna survive now? Because we're in a desert.
Well, last time,
foot.
Conveniently, there was a car.
That's true.
We should get to the nearest town.
Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns.
I would...
Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi.
First walk around the building, I think. Before I go anywhere. See what I can see from the different directions.
Find the highest dune, climb on that, and then look around. Yeah, get to a vantage point.
It's not what I'm worried about, though.
What are you worried about?
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way! That's impossible! A whole species can't just die out in 6 days, that's...
I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving.
It can't have been only 6 days. This cannot be our lunar eclipse.
I mean, I doubt 6 days passed, especially
because then 10 Miyuji wouldn't be here.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless he was sent back in time.
We do have the whole age differences. We already know 10 Miyuji is, what's his name again?
Junpei.
Junpei.
Yeah. It is the next one. It has to be. Because 10 Miyuji even said, oh, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Oh, tell us. This has to be the next one.
Like, at least
the next one.
50 years has passed, I want to say.
How often do those things happen?
Because Clover is still the same. So Clover was kidnapped and put in the pot.
All of us were frozen.
Earlier.
At some point.
We're probably gonna...
Well, time to repopulate, Dio. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked.
He is the hero that's going to save humanity.
Exactly.
There's still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Okay.
Where's Dio?
I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see fire on the ground.
There's Dio.
Hey! Are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up.
For some reason I thought Dio attacked her.
She fumbled for a second and clambered to her feet.
Where are we?
The gravity is different. Her voice was low and rough.
Bit late to find out now.
Or potentially worse, she has Radical 6. You know, one of the symptoms, because your brain like slows down, is disorientation.
I'd sooner say that. If the gravity was different, we should have already noticed, and we should have noticed because we now ran towards her. It's too late to honestly, now suddenly go like, oh wait.
If we still go with a whole, we are on a different planet and gravity is a different kind of thing, which is why Kay and Phi were able to do those super jumps. Shouldn't they have been able to like notice during their movement in the entire time so far? Huh?
I see. This timeline.
Oh, Phi's getting confused as well now.
Looked it up. Lunar eclipses happen like between 3 and 7 years. Okay.
Oh, that's not...
It still sucks.
When was the last one?
Between 3 and 7 years ago.
No, when was the last one?
Between 3 and 7 years ago.
IRL.
Between 3 and 7 years ago.
I don't remember.
Timeline. She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit. We need to split up and find him.
Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not.
He hasn't forgotten, he never learned.
He must not have made this jump.
She wasn't making any sense.
You know what does
She's making
make sense?
Perfect sense.
Taking a short break.
BRB.
We're back.
We
Monster
are.
Nerds.
Happy Friday. How are you doing? Hello to you.
Wow. Sitting straight.
I was gently smirking to myself when I pressed the button so that you can see us again, because Tifa was making weird sounds again. I was hoping we would still catch one live, but
the weird sounds are over.
Not this time. She wasn't making any sense.
As usual.
Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think happens in the version... Or what do you think Phi has foreseen?
I don't know. Everything.
Dio must have played some big part if we need him right now.
Potentially. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself.
He's quite good at sneaking away.
How about you breathe and then you speak?
No.
This is Tifa for yes. Oh dang, here you are.
Yes! Like we made it to the outside. We actually made it outside. And I think I'd rather go back inside.
Yeah. I'm more of an indoors person anyway, so. Damn.
Is that a big crater?
I have no idea. I think it just looks like it. I don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around trying to decide where to go next when I heard one. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
Their voices were cutting in and out, but I heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Phi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction. Speed lines. Transmitter.
Let's see. Phone home, huh? Bet free souls anxious from you.
Free something souls anxious to hear from you.
Phoning home. With what phone?
Nah, that's like an ET reference.
Oh, okay.
Still takes some time until we can touch grass, though.
Apparently, yeah.
Can
I bet
touch
behind the hill there's a whole forest.
Dio is ET, I guess. What's this free soul thing? Damn it, Jack! Nope, Psycho. We... One brain cell between all of us.
I know everything about you. I know you're the Myrmidons.
Wait.
What was that organization called?
Soys.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
No. Myrmidons?
That's what I understood too, but what comes close to that?
Isn't a Myrmidon somebody who fights? Can you look that up?
No.
Myrmidon is a normal word. We just don't happen to know the meaning of it. Myrmidon.
Yes, give me cookies.
There. In Homer's Iliad, the Myrmidons are the soldiers commanded by Achilles. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything.
No, not really.
Alright. Jason planted dragon teeth in the ground and he grew the Myrmidon.
I don't think that's what we're going for here.
Potentially, but...
No, maybe it's... Or it's just the name of another organization.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Soys.
Transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0?
Help you, man?
I'm no man.
I am...
Oh god, yes.
Robot.
I am Man. I'm not Superman, I'm not Batman, I'm not...
We're going to Man again.
We're always Man here.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
How did you?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code?
Oh,
she's looking for bombs.
She's looking for the code that we have.
We have one of them.
That means she probably thinks that Dio is us.
I have no idea.
As in the dude who spoke to us through the thingy. The transmitter.
But Dio is 0.
Yeah.
Dio is not 0. Sigma is. But keep going.
Hey, what are you... Stop!
Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I think it's too late.
Unless the person stopped, it's definitely too late.
I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. Slightly winded! He just ran across the Mojave Desert, up the dune, and down again. He's like, no big deal. The suited figure had slammed against the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping.
How did hitting this suit with a rock affect him if the suit is still completely fine?
She didn't hit him. We tackled her at the last moment. We went full supersonic and just whoop, zipped through her.
But why is he now unconscious then? We even saw him like move before she was slamming down the thingy.
I think he's not unconscious. He's got his eyes closed, waiting for impending death.
I doubt that.
My tackle must have knocked him out.
So you knocked him out?
I guess.
Thanks.
Oh, see, he was on top of her.
Okay.
That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing?
No.
He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
In his inventory. Yeah. Wait. Hidden. Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing.
This makes so little sense.
What the heck is this? I feel like I should be writing that down.
Is that the same as the other code? Probably not. Just call it transmitter code or something. Tell me when you can take the numbers.
Transmitter code. Yep.
78
78
15
15
36.
No. 78153.
I doubt that's going to matter.
Okay.
610
610
98
98
838
838
09
09
424
424
19
19
905
905
51.
51.
3 dots.
What's the security code on the back of a card, ma'am? It's like a very long credit card number. We should have an emergency meeting about this. Tifa is sus.
Excuse me? I'm never sus.
You were born sus. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that.
Sucks if phone numbers are now in that range. You need to remember your number and your mom's number.
I'll remember your mom's number. I actually don't. I have it saved on my phone.
I'm already happy nowadays I know my own number.
Tifa will forever be the true kobold. I think that's Ranger, but...
I have improved in my habits.
Barely, but yes.
It's 25 digits.
Okay. What is it then?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but...
How long was the other code we got?
BQZRGJDXR. That is assuming that all bomb codes are the same length and the same layout.
Yeah, but then it had something in common at least.
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. Now is a good moment to pick up the rock and just let it go over his crotch. What's so funny?
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you.
Yes, please. Here we go. Answers, hopefully.
I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Say it!
The end. This is the
To
Dio
be
ending.
continued. Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. That's very Dio.
Might as well. See?
It was
an
Myrmidons.
organization.
So, it all started when I quit being a ringmaster. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You've probably never heard of it. But there might be a few people out there who have heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order of over 1 million true believers. We're pretty underground, you probably have not. I was a fan of the Myrmidons before they made it mainstream.
I knew them way before already.
I went to their gigs when they only played in bars. Fucking cultist, yeah. The Myrmidons are the hand of a free soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. And again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet.
Do you think they were the ones
Yes.
that created
Yes.
the virus?
Yes.
And released it?
Yes, and they
To
are the people
cleanse
that
the world.
Clover and Alice were after. They are the terrorists.
Yeah. At least we got some answers now. I'm more shocked that Dio is part of it.
He had to have some point. But this also explains why he's a complete douchebag, because he honestly believes I'm better than all of you. Like, I'm a hero.
Yeah.
I will kill all of you because you're all filth.
It explains the mindset, which doesn't make it any better.
No. Not one bit. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things.
Wow. Did Dio say if he joined them? No.
Returning from his mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago.
Bruh.
Bruh moment. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teachings with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. Do I need to remind you and everybody else that Termite Man, I believe Zero, was talking about beings of a higher order? Or from another dimension or whatever it was?
You think he's part of the Myrmidons or whatever?
I think it's supposed to play you into the same direction. Maybe Zero is brother.
No, actually, he said many years ago though.
And?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything true.
Cryosleep?
I sure hope not.
Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left.
Oh my god. Who thinks of these names?
Well, if there were triplets, then would their names be Left, Left, and Right?
That would be quite funny, but I think he got the name wrong though.
Actually, wait, I was thinking two wrongs don't make a right. Left, left, right doesn't work.
I get it now. The younger boy, or his younger brother, has been named after the father.
Oof.
Hey, come on. It's Left Jr.
They're more like Left Behind. That's his full name. Left is only the first one. They say brother had a special power and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. That made me...
This is so bad.
Uh-huh. Father left to meet his family, cigarettes and milk.
Want to guess the name of his mother?
Mother.
Besides Gone?
Gone too soon. Are you gonna press buttons or do I need to reread the whole line?
I'm still...
Are you still basking?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, I get it. I don't yet.
Not yet either.
I mean, he's talking about touching the morphogenetic field, I guess.
That makes sense, but you don't see the thoughts of other people with that.
His mother's name was Prissy!
Yep.
I like that one. In my head, that's the canon. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death as suicide. Later, brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. It had to be purified and a new world created. God had given brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26 he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning. Say it. Say it.
I'm not saying anything yet. He's talking about...
I have to. Oh, no. You cannot hate this. I said it. I said it.
What were your exact words on this again? Do you really think he went as far already and we're all clones like that?
I didn't write that one down.
Ha! Which means it doesn't count. We never heard anything about cloning.
I swear, don't make me make a super cut of all of the streams.
I don't remember anything or any mentions of cloning
This
before.
is the only direct proof of clones at all. No hints before.
There was absolutely nothing.
I don't need proof. All of it, everything, everywhere in my brain.
Maybe you should start writing stories for video games.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, this is horse shit. This is too wild.
Well, obviously, some people go for it.
No, I can come up with all of the details, but I need somebody to structure it like this, because like this, it's palpable.
Absolutely.
If I just spout all of this, people go, oh, Jack forgot his aluminium hat. No, I knew it. I felt it in the bones.
Absolute madness.
Just write better than Uchikoshi. I think it's difficult. But once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning so that he could create the new species he'd foretold. He invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later the first 10 new humans were born.
10. 8.
Sorry, that was a bit harder than I thought. Phi and Sigma are part of the clones. That's why their names are Phi and Sigma.
So they keep being
They are not
clones.
numbered, they are given letters of the Greek alphabet. You want to bet? I need to write this down before she tells me it doesn't count.
I was just kidding. It does count. Like the fact that you got with cloning, I know you were just pulling it out of your Dio, but...
Next one.
But then it's actually in there. And arrays start with 0. This is quite frustrating.
Yep. I've said it before, if you think a plot twist is too improbable, Uchikoshi disagrees. I love him. You fucking Dio. Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation.
Dio is also a clone.
Cool, I don't care. Our DNA comes from left, brother's younger... That line threw me off. Brother's younger brother. Our DNA comes from left, brother's younger brother. That means that we all share a face. And we are all given the same name. Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality.
Quark is one too. Do they have the same face?
Yes, they do. No. Way more important question. Tifa. Is one of the people involved, at least in the cloning process, Ace?
Ace?
Yes.
Why Ace?
Because they all have the same frickin' face. And he had prosopagnosia, so he couldn't discern between faces anyway.
I see what you mean, but I doubt it. I don't think you can just decide that.
Yes, I can. I just did.
No.
With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because brother noticed the caliber of my skills.
So that's why he's the hero.
My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean and I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to brothers, so I was determined to be successful in this mission no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brothers' new world. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master.
What happened to the Holy Left? Oh wait, he is left.
I guess that's the father, technically? I must regain my honor! Left number 121125.
But
yeah, pretty much right.
I did not see this backstory coming at all.
I'm just gonna say it. I said there would be clones. Tifa, this is what basking looks like.
I mean...
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be Dio.
I don't even know what to say to that. But what is it to put Dio and Quark then, though?
Why can't Quark also be a clone?
Psycho already mentioned Quark is one of them, but Dio literally just said that they all share the same face. Does Quark look like it could be a younger face of Dio?
Tifa, they all look kind of similar.
And if they're cloned, they don't really grow up.
I mean, there can be deviations. Zero Escape episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Oh, but I hope they don't judge. They don't let George Lucas do any of the writing. So the Myrmidons did not build that base? We don't know that.
Well, he said to infiltrate this base, which means no.
No.
If they build it, they didn't need to infiltrate it.
Dio infiltrated. That doesn't mean other Myrmidons did not build it. Possibly they did.
If they build it, there's no need to infiltrate. Remember, there's no such thing as individuality. They're all the same.
Shut the hell up. Quark is a clone too. His whole thing. I need to kill the body so that my soul can escape. That sounds like textbook what he just described.
True, yes. But this time you're not stealing my idea. You're stealing Psycho, because Psycho already called that.
Who is saying I'm stealing it? I'm saying
you always go like, you read something or you hear it, and then, not always by the way, and then you go like, whoa, it's this or it's that. Yes. I had this brilliant idea.
No, I didn't have that idea. I'm pointing out that that is a great idea, and I think that part of the story builds that. Why is it so hard for you to accept that sometimes I agree with people? Even you sometimes.
Because you don't say, oh, I agree with this.
Honest Psycho, I wish to declare truthfully, verily so, that I agree with you as per my previous statement, reinforcing the theory you have laid out before us.
Now I feel much better. But that explains we don't know where Quark comes from. Quark was just found and taken in by Junpei. Yeah. Probably on purpose. Yeah. Someone planted, or someone thought light years ahead. Planted
light
Quark.
Years at distance, Tifa, not time.
Whatever.
You
planted
Are you
Quark
George Lucas?
At Junpei's feet.
Wait, which were you again? Quark being lefty? Yes. Quark is also a member of Free the Soul, potentially a clone just like Dio. Similar face-ish, I mean he's a kid I guess. Also blonde, which in video games usually means something. If there's nobody else that has the same hair color. So the whole, they are clones, that would make sense. Yeah. And that's why he said, I need to get rid of my body so that my soul can escape.
Now that comment suddenly makes sense, yeah.
The blondes are behind it all. Yes, always have been. At what point do I tell people that technically I'm not brunette, I'm dark blonde? I am one of... I have no idea what you call this hair color.
You're brown.
Could be. I'm this hair color. And grey.
My sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Hey,
I knew we should have.
Do you still have that rock laying around? Oh yeah, it's over there. Can we
I knew we should have broken his kneecaps when we had the chance.
Trying to think of blonde video game characters. Samus Aran and Guybrush Threepwood are the first that come to mind.
No
Link.
clue.
Link, depending on which game you play. His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Vi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he held over her only a minute ago and lifted it over her head. Vi, what are you...
Shut up!
The question is more, what do we do now, I guess?
You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
There's 4 bombs then at least. 1, 2, 3 and 0.
And here we thought it was 4.
That makes sense. Bomb.
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up?
Sorry.
Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me.
Oh, so that through the morphogenetic field, she can give it to Phi in the past.
Or Sigma.
Or Sigma. Yeah. Or whoever. To then go like, doop doop doop, problem solved.
Array start at 0. Oh my god. Yep. In these games, if you think something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Probably, yeah.
And you all laughed at me. Jack and his wacky theories. Yes.
Fine. No skin off my back.
Just start hitting him.
The 0 bomb is LXA-QNS GDQ.
Bomb 0.
So over the next few routes that we still need to do and some of the endings we still need to unlock, we're probably gonna get 4 bomb codes in total. Which will all blend into one story.
Yeah.
Write down 0 bomb?
Yeah, bomb 0.
Okay. So now we have 2. Assuming there's only 4.
Wait. Los Angeles Airport Quinceañera games done quick. Quinceañera is spelled with a C, isn't it? I don't know Spanish. Anyway. Fine, toss the rock off to the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Huh?
The password. I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything. So you need to memorize it, just in case.
She's talking about making the jump. So it really is the consciousness just... But what happens to the consciousness of the person you...
We might still find out.
Become.
Also, I wasn't listening. Can you repeat the code again?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to nudge my pants because they were uncomfortable. What?
I would absolutely not be able to remember that immediately after someone says it to me.
That's X-Ray Alice, Quark. Nobody should get diamonds, Quark. I like that one too.
Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand, but it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated this strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. Alex A, Q and S, T first yawning, GDQ. Alex A, Q and S, GDQ.
Okay, we're done with you. Let's go.
Where?
Go where?
Sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Fair point. Phi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me.
We've been talking about that. Or do we know? Do we see disaster as something else?
We haven't really discussed it in this one.
Fair enough.
You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon. A giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? The end. That's the Dio ending, right?
Has to be. For everyone that has played this game and started at this route, don't all the others kind of feel disappointing? Seeing how you don't seem to get very far.
We don't know what this unlocks in terms of the other flows.
That is also true.
So maybe by getting this one first, you unlock the ability to actually get farther in the other flows. I don't know.
And I'm also still a bit confused on what the point of leaving the rest behind is.
There is no point. It's not supposed to happen like this. That's also why Phi goes, okay, we need to make the jump. Because Phi knows something, and I'm guessing the whole idea is that Phi and or Sigma know that they need information from all these other timelines so that in one of them they can escape. Yes, exactly.
Well, what can I still say to this?
So, we've talked earlier about wanting to learn about Dio, and now we have.
I feel like I now learned too much about Dio.
I have to say, now that I've learned why he is the way he is, yeah, no, I still hate him.
Yeah. Why couldn't he be an actual circus ringleader?
Here's my attempt to redeem him.
Excuse me?
If you've, like, your entire life, you were created for a specific purpose. You weren't just born into a family of any kind. But you were created with an express purpose. And you were indoctrinated from childhood. It's not that Dio chose to be this way. It's that Dio was made to be this way. He
was literally made this way, but that doesn't make him a nicer dude.
No, it doesn't. I'm not saying that.
I feel pity because he didn't have the choice.
I feel pity that he has to exist in this state.
Yes, but he's still
a piece of shit.
A big Dio.
Yeah. Well, now you're validated and hating him. I feel like we were validated earlier already somehow. Yeah. We didn't really have a choice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. More interested in the cult leader. I'm not sure if they're gonna go into brother that much.
He's not just a clown, he's the entire circus. By virtue of having the same DNA as everybody else, yes.
Quite
pretty
literally.
Much. Literally. Dio end. Yeah.
I suppose in one of the later endings...
Unlocked an achievement.
We'll also find out who exactly is all in that shelter.
I muted the achievement notifications. The sounds at least, I thought.
Oh. Well, I hated that we went into cloning.
I loved it. I loved it.
But did we? This was already unlocked, all no?
That all happened later, yes.
So we didn't unlock anything new.
No. Now we need to go back and choose ally.
I think ally is gonna be a fast one. I suppose Dio and Phi will leave without us, and probably, if I know Clover well enough now, with Clover, because Clover is gonna betray us.
I want to still quickly do it now or do that next time?
No, let's do that next time. I'm
Did you
tired.
save?
Yeah, I did save.
Tifa, we couldn't tell by you yawning. Click. Kind of understand his reason for trying to cleanse everyone, but methods and means are tricky. Yeah, I mean...
Gotta give him credit, they did manage to wipe out almost the entire planet.
I mean, for one, yes, they did actually seemingly achieve a thing they wanted to do. Assuming that Free the Soul is behind Radical 6. And we can all hate Dio, but he was able to sneak into the Nonary Game.
I mean...
I want to understand how he got in there. Because that seems pretty difficult.
Well, this was somehow planned. Because if we really go with Quark is a lefty as well, I'm gonna keep the lefty.
That sounds almost political.
Then Quark was planted with Junpei. and is somehow brought back into her.
No.
But if Quark was a lefty, Dio should know, but they probably had an argument about this during the Nonary game. Maybe Quark is like an insurance that Dio would actually do his job, or if he fails, that Quark finishes it.
I see two possible ways. Either, similar to some of the stuff we learned about in the first game, it's just a red herring. Like, yeah, world building, there's this weird cult, and they did send Dio in there, but ultimately it doesn't matter for the overarching story. Or, both things can be true. Maybe Brother didn't want to cleanse the world in terms of releasing Radical 6 to just kill everybody, but maybe all of this had to happen for, let's say, the greater good from their perspective, to set up the story of the game.
Or he created the clones to be virus-proof, so that only all the humans...
They're not virus-proof, otherwise Quark wouldn't have acted that way.
Yeah, but that could have been a flaw in the design. Because he wants to wipe out humanity and start his own human race.
Maybe not. Maybe, how should I say this? What if, in my line of thinking for that alternative theory, what if the words of Brother are being misinterpreted by his followers? What if the goal isn't
like
to...
any religion.
A lot of them. A lot of people misinterpreting things. But what if the goal isn't to just kill everybody? What if the goal is to create Zero, who then does something? It's like you take the evil to achieve the good.
I mean, that he wants to do that, yeah, I'm not sure if that's the exact...
Like, imagine for a moment, like, imagine if he had this, like, epiphany, like, also this time travel information kind of thing, where he learned that a great cataclysm befalls humanity. So, in order to speed up overcoming this, he caused one. Like, what if you somehow you knew, if you don't create a virus that kills, what was it, 60% of the population? Something a meteorite is gonna hit the planet, killing 100%.
I don't think it's gonna go in that way.
I also said there would be clones and you didn't believe it.
It doesn't always need to be complicated.
I'm just saying, it's so wild, I wouldn't be shocked if that turned out true.
I had enough of clones. I'm gonna go to bed and not dream of this.
I will probably. Jack, the fact that you are right was coincidence. Is it though? Is it a coincidence?
It's more for genetic fields. It's more for genetic fields, I'm telling you.
Future Jack has told past or present Jack. Yeah.
In a different timeline, we played this game right after 999, and now all of this bull Dios is being like transmitted here or something, like I don't know.
I have a weird theory forming about the clones. Tell us. Ultron from Marvel is kind of the same, so I went in for 5 minutes and decided to trash everything. Honestly, that was one of my favorite plot points in all of the Marvel movies. That the idea of having this superhuman machine learn about everything about humanity and going, you know what? No. That's kind of a statement.
Can you blame him?
I think a recurring question on the internet is like, what exactly did Ultron see to decide that complete genocide is the best option? Because, you know?
Like, what do you usually see on the internet which makes you lose faith in humanity?
You want the honest answer to that? Not much, because I stopped looking at that.
Yeah, but I mean, when you do,
yeah,
you got to the point where you stop looking at it
exactly.
because you don't have the option for world destruction.
No,
but
I
as
stopped,
a being, where you see that first...
I stopped looking at it because it makes me depressed. And whether I look at horrible news or not, usually I can't stop them from happening. So, ignorance is bliss. It's kind of selfish, but... What if clones of a single person have access to the morphogenic field of the original? Oh! Okay, so there's like 10 Dios, and all the 10 Dios can like link up hive mind style. Morphogenic field. Yeah.
Makes sense, but not 100% if we take 999, the first game, into consideration, because their brother and sister could also link to one another.
Yeah, but that could be a genetical thing. Maybe.
Yeah, but with the clone thing, they already made it clear there's no need to clone women.
No, they didn't say there is no need to clone women or men. They said that gender doesn't matter.
Yes, and women are filthy.
Oh, that's how you took that.
Women were unclean.
No, he one woman.
I took it more as a general thing.
Okay. That completely went over my head. I mean, yeah, he did say that.
Because then you would also have Clover as a clone. And I don't think they have Clover as a clone.
I mean, they don't need to. So basically, Free the Soul is the incel version. I guess. Kind of weird.
It's how I
You wouldn't need time travel. I see what you're saying, but like... You know, everything needs to always be better, stronger, faster in media. And like, we've established the morphogenic field and time travel of information in the first game already. If they now took the time travel part out of it, I feel like that would be a step back. Which I would be okay with, I just don't think that's what they're gonna do. Women are naturally unclean because they're not like left. True. True. Everything needs to be like left. Left was a boy, so yeah.
It's because they're always right.
Well done. Well done. Self-respect is inspiring me, like, ooh, that is totally wrong, but that would be a good plot twist.
In some universe, all of these plot twists happen somewhere.
Exactly. When I say wild things and they don't turn out to be in the game, I'm saying them so that Jack in the other multiverse knows them. Yeah, I'm doing this for everybody. No, I'm just spouting random nonsense.
Good job.
Tifa, any more smart things to say now that we're finally back?
No. We went with quite a lot on our first stream back. Didn't see that coming.
We went with quite a lot.
We got quite a lot.
And we got a whole actual ending.
Yeah.
Nice. And next time we'll get another ending.
So much more information.
Leftmost route, I guess.
Yeah. So many more questions.
Yes. And if it's anything like the previous game, not all of them will get answers.
Probably not.
I hate that.
Well, that's what the third game is for.
That's true. Potentially. Unless that also chooses only to answer certain things. We will find out at some point. If we press buttons.
What we can find out on Sunday first.
Talking about pressing buttons. Tifa, press the button.
Oh, you already told me to press the button.
No, I didn't. Thank you, everybody. I did
it was
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We'll be back on Sunday with more Virtuous Last Reward Zero Escape. Bye.
Thank you.